Good day everyone, and welcome to episode 16 in season 2 of Production Line. We're starting off today's episode down here at the Fit Powertrain slot in our production line. And as you can see, it's not very efficient because the cars aren't waiting 1 or 2 seconds before they're needed in this slot, and when they come, they seem to come in batches. So that's not good. But then overall, our production line is, I would have to say, really inefficient. Now, this is episode 16, but there was a false start episode 16 a few minutes ago, and there was a RWI, which took me away from the keyboard, so I've restarted the episode. What I did in the first episode, though, which you can't see here, is that I turned off the budget production slot here and activated the other slot here, which in fact deals with mid-range, expensive and luxury item cars in all our ranges. So having produced quite a few budget cars, we're now doing some more expensive models which we're going to put into our sales room. Now, this is episode 16, and in episode 15 we had enormous prevarication, uncertainty, a lack of clarity about where we were going to go, because I haven't played the game beyond this point, and so I had no idea about what was the best strategy going forward. So what I did was I went back and I had a look at some of the videos that a previous commenter on these videos, Rusty Walker, had given me, and again there'll be a link to Rusty's YouTube channel below for you to go and check out some of his vids. And I also went and had a look at some of the vids that Cliff Harris has put out. Now, Cliff Harris is the developer and, publisher for Production Line, so I got quite a lot from Cliff's videos. The one thing I did get, though, is there's no such thing as the perfect layout. The game evolves with new features for cars, new functionality for the production line, new slots, all sorts of things going on throughout the game. And so one of the things that's a constant in this game is you are always reworking your factory floor and your slots, looking for the highest efficiency you can get out of your production line, at the same time as running a business, trying to make a profit and keep your costs low. So what we need to do is do this in a stepwise function and go to the next phase that we need to be preparing for when we lay out our factory. And what we have done by, ramping up the production down here at the fit chassis level is we've put a lot of stress on the rest of the line. And we'll need to now rejig our line to make the best advantage of that. And what I think I'd like to do is have also a look at getting some additional export channels. Now there's one there, there's one down here, and there is one over here. So we have 3 that we can use in our factory as it currently stands without expanding into more space. Now, the other thing is that when you look at our hang on, I can't even see it now, factory utilization, we are incredibly low. So in terms of making the best use for renting this space, we need to use as much as we can. And so we'll be reworking our production line to take care of that. So that's what we're going to be about at the moment. We're going to rework our production line to utilize the fact that we have all this production going on through the chassis area. Now, but how we do that, now that's the million-dollar question. We could, now I would like to actually make use of all these 3 exit slots, because I feel that we need to open those up now so that in the future we can get very quick access to them. So I'm going to start moving things away from the walls so that we can run conveyor belts around the outside to get to these slots. And then I'm going to start reworking things on the inside here. Now, I did make a mistake, which becomes perfectly obvious when you get to this point. Because one of the ways to save money in the game is to actually manufacture the items that you're fitting and not buying them from external sources, which we have done with the Make powertrain. But what we've done by squishing all this up is that we've left no room to do anything without having to basically unsquish everything and put it all over the place. So when we start doing the new let's get things outside through different export channels, we also need to leave enough room so that we can put things in without moving everything around to get stuff in. And there's stuff coming up like maintenance. We're going to have to put maintenance in, and we're going to need eventually, and I'm not sure how far away it is, we're going to need rework stations for defects in our vehicles. So, speaking of which, as almost on cue, it broke down and we need a maintenance department, and we also have defects. But we have one rework there. So there you go. Okay, so that's not good, and we're going to need to start taking care of that. So we're going to start needing to move things around and get ready for that. So what I'm going to do first off, having discovered that these things are chewing up power, I'm going to remove this by selling it, because do we have a bottleneck there? We may actually. So what I'm going to do first off, I think, is move this guy. So we'll just pause the game. Now, let's have a look at the money situation. We're losing money. Why are we losing money? Okay, we need not to be losing money when we start doing rework. What have we got in the showroom? We've got 42 cars. Yeah, that's quite a lot, actually. Although not too many in here. The compact budget, well, we probably need to drop your price substantially. Print marketing. Cool, okay. Vehicles. Now, why? Let's have a look at, where's the budget? Are you a budget? In showroom 9, hours in showroom 24, customers 300. Looking for a different body, insufficient features. I think we should actually drop that down a bit, I'm thinking. Well, it wouldn't hurt to go down to 18. 18. 38. 97. Okay. Actually, that raises a good question. And that wasn't the question. Compact budget 6. That's worth $99,000 if we could sell that. Compact expensive, there's only 2 of them in there. And the budget, so there's only 2. The budget and the expensive, but not the mid-range. Interesting. Okay. How long have some of you been in there? Can we see? No, it doesn't give us stats. The luxury one's been in there 24 hours. 4 hours. So some of them have been there substantial. The luxury sedan. The luxury sedan. Luxury sedan. 192. Well, I reckon you're too expensive. 186. We'll drop it and see what happens. Okay, well, we've got some issues happening there. And we've got issues happening here too, so I'm going to turn you off as well, because we've got this bottleneck that we need to start dealing with. So I think the first thing we need to do is move these around to here, and then we need to move this guy, even though we are still losing money. We're just going to do that. Okay, so that's one move that we've made. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But now that I've done it, can I not get rid of just you? Just one of you? No, obviously not. Oh, I'm not even going to try. All right, so we're at 89, 90% for power. I'm not even going to replace it because I don't want to spend the money now. And we are going moderately well. So I'm going to put you on pause. How are we doing? Making money again? Good. 34 in the showroom. Even more robots. You know what? No, not 388,000. No. Okay, hold on. Something is going on here, which we need to have a quick look at. And that is car designs. No, you're developing. Let's just check that again. Current research. Okay. Technologies. Now, what can we add to our vehicles? Bluetooth phone support is 2.5. 2.7 is lane departure. Nope. 2.5 wins. Actually, yeah, 2.5 wins, Bluetooth support. And then I think lane departure warnings. Yes. Then possibly a process. Now it's starting to get particularly tricky. Because polish paintwork, exhaust, radiator. Now we can do electronic specialization, which opens up a thing there. I feel that is useful. We've got the robots, but we're not deploying them just yet. Now, I think we're going to need factory expansion, followed very seriously by maintenance departments. Yes. And that, I think, will do us for a minute on that one. Now, car design, we are doing the sports body. And I think, now, if you have a sports car, you really want the open top, don't you? Yes, so we're going to add you to the queue. Very good. And broken down, yeah, we definitely need maintenance departments. So, well, first thing we're going to do is turn you back on, get these 2 cars through here. 3 cars, actually. Get them out and get them sold. Well, hopefully get them sold. There we go. Okay, now let's pause the game for a moment. What have we got? 34 in there. Mid-range, budget. Luxes. The Luxes are still up there, aren't they? Let's just have a look at the luxury car market for a moment. See what we can add that we haven't added. Cruise control. Included, right. Cruise control is in. Sunroof. Ah, a sunroof. Panoramic sunroof. Well, let's include you. Wow, that's a very special sunroof. Tire pressure sensors are very rare. And I think, now basic seats, you know what, why don't we go with the white leather and the panoramic sunroof. That's got to drive the price up and make them, of course now everything in the showroom will have missing features. Uninstall feature, yep. Okay, but it's not marked. Interesting. Okay. All right, so now can we move the export area down to here? Is that not an export area? Oh, I've got export already in there. Oh, lovely. Okay, sorry. Well, let's just... When did I put export in there? Well, that's silly, isn't it? All right, now, if we do go all the way down there for export, we might also need to double back. So how are we going to handle doubling back? We're going to have one that goes this way, all the way up and back into there, so that it has to come to there, because it'll go that way. Actually, let's take it up one more and bring it in from here. That gives us the space to add these power plants as needed. So how are we going to do? I have no idea what I'm doing, do I? I have no idea whatsoever. So we're going to do the rework station. That definitely has to go down here, because we need to do rework when we need to do rework. So that's the rework station. And then we have 2 quality check stations. So I think the quality check stations can be angled in like so. Yep. Now, this is where we're going to start trying to Now, why won't you go in there? Oh, I see. We're going to try and maximize our space and get the biggest Bangosaurus for our Buckosaurus that we can. Like so. Okay. I do see a problem with this, but it is going to be what it's... Oh, no, not going to work. Sorry. All bad. Or all my bad. We're going to take it that way. And we'll take it that way. And we'll come from there. Now, which means that the next one that goes there is going to be at an angle. It's going to come from over here. And it's going to be this one. So, oh great. I did that very badly, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Well, talk about spending more money than you want to. I'm in that vein right at this very minute. So the first thing we do is we're going to run you down there and spend $18,000 that we didn't have to spend getting you working. Bargain. Okay, so we'll just turn you back on, and then turn the game back on, and we'll clear this backlog. And in the meantime, we've already paused you, so that's fine. And there's a bottleneck everywhere. Beautiful. Let's just take care of these. Okay. Now we have scrunched up and saved some space, hopefully, although we are going to have a bottleneck straight away when we do this. So I think the next thing we possibly want to do is pause you, and then we can move this one. And I think this is how it's going to be. We're just going to start doing this till we've moved everything around. $1.2 million. Defects. Lovely. Great. 22 cars in the showroom. That's better. Message from the COO. What has he got to say? The level has changed recently. Fine. That could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. Who knows? Could be. Now, this is the Fit Electronics. So we're going to go and have a look at Fit Electronics for a minute. And we're going to realize that we can break this one into 2 slots. So we're going to leave the space to do that. Oh, yes, we are. We're going to go, now actually, what are we going to do? Fit computer. Actually, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. Right there, because it doesn't expand anymore. Just think, no, actually we'll do that. We'll put that there. And then we're going to see Fit Electrical Components is that big, right? And how about Fit Electronics? It's that big. 1, 2, it takes 3 slots. 1, 2, it takes 3 slots. Cool. Okay, no more slots. No more blueprints, I mean. We have 4 more cars to go. We are 26 cars and still got 9 luxury sedans and 7 luxury SUVs. 10 sedan luxuries. Okay, hang on. 10 sedan luxuries. 10 sedan luxuries. Let's go for 184,000. And SUV luxuries, 186,000. And any more luxuries? They're the 2 luxuries. Okay, that'll do. See how that goes. That might help us. Okay, now, fit electronics is good to go. So we're going to fit electronics right. Now, do we want to go right there or there? We're saving space, remember, and this is not going to break down. So let's take it all the way back to there. And just put the conveyor in there like so. And that is amazingly good. And then release you. Well, sorry, not release you, but yeah, release you. Get you back into production mode again. And I think also at this point, ooh, Bluetooth phone support. Fit electronics and one others. Yeah, why not? We can put Bluetooth phones in. Let's turn budget back on. Because budget is good. Budget sells quite well, actually. Now, so what have we got here? These are things I cannot see. Fit controls. So let's have a look. It'll be in accessories. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a manufacturing facility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I not count 8? Fit controls, fit cabin, aircon, windscreen, seat. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, right. Yes, take one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. With a manufacturing facility for each. Now, what's happened here? No route. That was bad. And that was very bad, in fact. No route to stockpile. Where do we want to bring you in from? I'm actually thinking we could bring you from over here. Actually, would be a nice thing. So we'll go up 1 because, and then do that. And that's incredibly good with an incredible backlog. So now we're going to pause the fit steering wheel. And see what we can do with this backlog. So in terms of slots, the fit electronics has been, well, the quality check has been moved, the fit electronics has been moved, and now we're going to do the accessories once we get through all of this, which is loosely referred to as a backlog, which we have one going on down here as well. So it's all very exciting. And this is the challenging part, to do this and not go broke while you're doing it and still sell motor vehicles. kind of a little bit like the real world, you might think. You might think that. Now, there is always the possibility, of course, that we may have to double line these, but we haven't quite got to that point yet. Not yet. We may not be far off that point, but we haven't got there yet. And as long as we've still got some money in the bank, I'm okay with that. That profit number we need to get up, so I think we'll just sit still for a minute. Let's go up to 3, see what we can get moving through here. Because at the moment, we've got manual control over here. We've got a gap in the middle and a bottleneck over here. So we're kind of hoping that we can keep the flow somewhat regular. Now, what's your issue? Why you got an issue? 5 minutes, that's why. Well, maybe. Are you not working? What's going on? Hold on. Hold it. Hold it. This guy has stopped working. Turn you off. Oh, wait a minute. No, I paused you. Stop. You're a goose. Oh dear. That was my bad. I did that. I'm a klutz. I wondered why it wasn't working, and of course I paused it on the slot so I could move all of these, hadn't I? Well, you're clever. You little rocket scientist, you. Interestingly enough, we haven't got, he says. Well, it looks like we've got a little bit of a bottleneck here. Not too bad, though. I can live with it for the minute. The minuet, as they say. Who are they? Well, I don't know. But if we double these, actually, you know what? Let's make provision for a doubling anyway, just in case. Okay, just in case. But please, someone remind me, don't do that button. Do not press the buy all blueprints button, because that would be incredibly bad. We just don't want to ever do that. No, we don't. Okay. Electric windows is now more common. 38 cars. Luxuries, hang on, what do we got? Luxuries, 12. All right, let's have a look at luxury cars for a minute. Luxury sedan. We can put Bluetooth phone support in. And we've got 5-point wheels. Oh, did we do 5-point wheels? I think we did. Yeah, we did 5-point wheels. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, we've got 5-point wheels. And now we've got Bluetooth support in there. So that's looking particularly nice for us. And there's a breakdown. So we need to be double lining this one as well, right? So we have 2 lines that feed into there. From there, they go down there, right? Fit door panels. Lane departure warning. Yes, we can do lane departure. In fact, let's just keep the luxury cars up to date here. Luxury cars, lane departure warning. Where are you, lane departure warning? Now the other luxury we have is the SUV. We've got Bluetooth support in there and lane departure warning. Cool. Right, so I'm going to move these in reverse order down to there. So first of all, let's just clear all this out. Oh. This is so expensive, but you know, I don't really see a way to avoid doing this. Because what happens is, in the real world, of course, unless you start with a gazillion dollars, build the factory as it's supposed to be, you know, 5 years from now, and then just work on it through that phase, having laid everything out where it's going to be in 10 years' time, you just can't do it. If you're running a business, you're running in a building you can afford, with the slots that you can afford, in the way that you can afford them, to make the cars that you can afford to make, to sell, and then reinvesting your profit to upgrade. So it's all very piecemeal. So in that sense, in terms of a simulation of the real world, it's actually pretty good. You know, it's like it's there, and it's not easy. And the focus means that you have to redesign continually as you develop the game, which of course is the real world. You get new technologies, everything has to be redeveloped, and away you go again. So now I'm looking at, you can't see my finger on the screen, but believe me, it's there. And I'm trying to put it in a position where I don't think it's going to need to move anytime soon. Now that's fit control files, so we're going to put a blueprints. Is that a blueprint? That's a blueprint, right? We're going to put another fit controls there. Right, okay, good. Everyone be happy, because that's the way we are. Okay, so we start the game again, and then we move the fit cabin. Now, these are all expanded to their full expansion. So I'm just going to leave a little space for ye old bottleneckies and things like a walk in the dark, things like a stroll in the park, things that we don't do now. Now wait a minute, one of these does have an expansion, doesn't it? Is it fit lights, fit horn, fit seats, make seats, fit windows? No, it isn't any of those things. Then we can move the last one out. Oh, two more. The fit horn and the fit lights. Fit horn. Oh, right. Okay. No. Fit horn. 2. Ah, what a squeezy you are. That's almost like it was designed to be that way. No. We're going to have to do that there. Now we're going to have to go to blueprints and reverse all of this. We could save space and do that. I'm not going to for now. I'm going to keep that one up our sleeve should we need to do that later. Fit horn, fit seats, fit windscreen, fit aircon, and the last one will be fit cabin. No, fit aircon. We got to expand fit dashboard to fit cabin, and we've already put fit control in there. Right, come out of blueprint, go to conveyor. Actually, before we go to conveyor, let's just do this. Da 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 do. Do 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 do. That's slightly not what I wanted. I want something that will do. Now, just go away for a minute. You are not helpful. Oops. And we go all the way down like this. Now, we need to do that. Now, how are we going to manage this again? That goes there, that goes there. Right, got that? So basically what I'm saying is that this comes down like this and goes up to about midway, which is kind of there. And then we're going to form a T-junction eventually, and it will go that way and then that way eventually, but we have to get there first. So that's kind of good. Now the other thing we need to do, because I always forget to do this, I. Yes, I know it's all about me. Is put in these things. Now, I'm going to run these and this off this one here, because that seems like a very reasonable thing to do. And of course, there's always one, right? There's always one. Except in this case where there's two. Okay. Now, according to my theory, I'll just go out and come in so it fixes up the graphics. According to my theory, this should work. And we should be able to turn this guy back on and have cars come out the other end magically. And we have a huge bottleneck, so we need to turn you off again and clear out our bottleneck. This is promising. We are still over $1 million. We're in a loss, but we can, I think, do okay. Now, clearing this backlog and getting some cars into the showroom, I think is going to be, well, we're up to 41. Luxuries are way ahead of expensives. We need, okay, let's have a look at the market analysis for a minute here. Market analysis. We're not doing anything apparently. Discounts, lots of them. Hours spent in showroom 3 for 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Wow. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Well, the discounts are certainly pretty good. But what is going on? What is going on? Okay, we've got the electronics expansion, so that's good. Sales and customers. Sedan luxury. Market share. Customers per hour 1, sales per hour 1. Well, no wonder. They're just not selling. So I think what we need to do is have a look at this one here and change the schedule. So we'll go to mid-range, too expensive, to mid-range, too expensive, only one luxury, to mid-range, too expensive, only one luxury, a small van mid-range, a pickup mid-range, and that's pretty much it. So we've just reduced the number of luxury vehicles we will be producing massively, and hopefully that's going to help. Yeah, the others are selling okay. The luxuries seem to be the ones with the issues at the minute. Up, breakdown, broken down, right, yes, bottleneck. Well, we've got a big bottleneck back here to clear anyway. So still over 1 million, 53 in the red, 53,000 in the red, I should say. Yep, okay. At speed 2 with a huge bottleneck in fit engine area. Another breakdown up there. We're going to have to start putting in breakdown things. Which means that maintenance departments are coming up. Very good. What's your issue? No export room, that's fine. That just means we've got way too many stock on hand. Well, as soon as we clean out this backlog here, we'll start production again. Because the good thing about handling it in this fashion is that we're not spending money on resources. So all these idle stations, even though they're using up electricity, they're not consuming the products that they need to run, and that's saving us a lot of money, and I suspect that's why we're doing so well at the moment. Oh, look at that, we've done it. Oh no, sedan luxury is still 9. Oh, annoying. Anyway, we're not producing them, so hopefully it's going to go fairly well. I'll get rid of this backlog, and then we'll see another breakdown. Defects, yeah, probably selling cars with defects, and they're not being fixed in the rework slot, so no. I wonder if you can put a rework slot for fixing defects before you have a quality check station. I imagine you can, because defects turn up, you know, along the way, so I'm pretty sure you could do that. Maybe what we could do is put a defect slot. Ooh, here we go. Put a defect slot between various areas, like for example between fit engine and fit accessories. So that would be good. But ladies and gentlemen, we're nigh on 50 minutes into this episode, and whilst it's been a lot of fun, that's way too long. So I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. I hope you are enjoying the series. Please have a look at the information below with a link to Rusty Walker and also to Cliff Harris. Very good sources of info on the game. So it's so long from me at the Geek Channel. Until I see you next time, stay well, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.